There's been an alarming report from Congress. It's providing a warning about a potential national security risk at U.S. shipping ports. A probe into Chinese-built cargo cranes used at ports all across the country, uncovering communications equipment that does not appear to support normal operations. So let's talk about the implications. We bring in Jamil Jaffer, founder and executive director of the National Security Institute. Jamil, thank you so much for your time. First of all, what is your reaction to this discovery of these Chinese communication devices at U.S. ports?
Well, it's obviously deeply concerning. We've heard rumors about these now for about the last 6 months or a year, but this report from the House China Select Committee makes clear that these ZPMC cranes, the Chinese manufacturer, have communications back to China. They're gathering data and potentially could be used in a conflict or to disrupt supply chains here in the United States. They control over 80% of the cranes in critical U.S. ports. I mean, this is obviously deeply troubling. And you think about it, it's not just the cranes themselves, it's also all the logistics management, the ports as well. One has to wonder whether that software also, or the hardware itself may be compromised by the Chinese. That's obviously a huge concern.
Well, and talk about that, Jamil. I mean, how big do you think the national security threat is at America's ports? What could potentially go wrong?
It's hard to explain how dramatic this could be. You think about all of the quantity of commodities and material that comes from overseas into our U.S. ports for our critical national needs. That's a huge amount of our capability. If that goes away, if you're unable to unload stuff from container ships into the ports and then onto high-speed rail across the country, it could dramatically damage our ability to bring goods, both critical, medical supplies and the like, pharmaceuticals, a lot of which we get up from overseas, critical minerals and the like. That could all be shut down overnight if, in fact, these capabilities can be used to limit the usage of those cranes.
And I just want to broaden this out a bit, Jamil. I mean, how difficult is it to anticipate and counter this technological threat from China?
One of the challenges here is that we just haven't realized how dependent we are. We've learned over the course of the pandemic how dependent we were on China for pharmaceutical precursors, for PPE. But now we're talking about the huge amount of equipment that is at choke points in our economy, these ports. And one has to believe that it's probably not just the ports, it's other transportation mechanisms as well. Think about high-speed rail. One has to ask how much of that capability, parts of it, critical parts of it, are built in China and might have these embedded capabilities. And if so, what does that mean? And how can we even get it out? And how do we then replace it when the U.S. has lost crane building capacity? We're finally now at the point where we're working with Japanese providers and the like and American providers to reshore that. That's going to take time, though.
Well, and another layer in this, Jamil, as you know, there was another potential Chinese spy balloon found off the coast of Alaska last week. What does that tell you?
Well, it's clear that the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party in particular, which controls China, is adverse to U.S. interests. They're going after our friends in Taiwan, threatening that country, that island, and they've opposed the U.S. across the world. They're making making a relationship with Russia, this so-called no limits partnership. We see them cooperating with Iran, with North Korea. So this is a real problem. And now you see spy balloons coming over. The fact that we didn't catch the early ones early on, the fact that we let one sort of continue over critical military bases. And now we've got another one potentially, we don't know for sure, potentially floating to the United States. And we don't know what it's doing yet. We know it's not, we've been told it's not a threat. And again, this is the challenge here. What we don't know is what could be a problem for us. We didn't know about these ZPMC cranes. We're now figuring it out. But it's really late to get in the game and take them out now.
Well, Jamil, is America doing the same thing? I mean, is China concerned about U.S. spying on them right now?
Well, look, there's no doubt the Chinese should know that we are operating in their systems. We're looking to collect intelligence, and we have capabilities to go after them if we need to in the case of a conflict. That being said, right, it's not clear that we necessarily are in the places they are. Their equipment is so vastly spread over our country. We're so reliant that they may have actually gotten the jump on us when it comes to things like these cranes. We don't know for sure. The government obviously won't talk about that. But I think you can rest assured that we're making efforts to get in their systems as well to respond to this threat.
Yeah, it's certainly an important conversation. Jamil, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.